Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry. All right. So we need to do some editing.
Okay, come up with some kind of small windows that show my face.
Oh, yeah. If you go.
You go
over
there,
here,
you're gonna.
It's going to show you in the. It's you are in you.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think, are you just sharing this window on Canvas?
Yeah, probably
You
just
wanna
that
share
way.
the-
Yeah, you can just combine the. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Now it's okay.
But I need to see.
Then
I need
you
to,
can- you can
I need to
show
show
that.
that window.
Yeah, if you show that, you cannot see your
Okay,
face.
whatever.
But you are in the face. You are in the Zoom. You have.
This one?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I just want to have 5 minutes of fame on TV. No, I'm joking. All right, okay. But anyway, I have posted all the semesters of content on the Canvas already. So how many of you actually log in to take a look? Oh, okay, at least you guys are good students. Work ahead of time. But anyway, so that's my style. I want to pretty much post everything online on the first day of the class, all right? So that you have everything, and then so that I do have this excuse to say, hey, don't fall behind. You know everything on the first day of this 15 weeks of class, so there's no reason that you fall behind. Okay, anyway, I'm joking. All right, so I'm a flexible guys. I can kind of work with people, but let me know beforehand. All right. But anyway, so you have everything on the Class Canvas website already. Half of you actually took my class before summer, 589 before, so you pretty much are quite familiar with my practice. At least have the classes, but my practice is not too far away from other professors' practice at all, so should be in a good hand. But anyway, anything else I want to mention probably is this particular class of 542. The official title is verification and validation, all right? But in general, we can call that software testing because software testing is a bigger term or general term that somehow describes things a little bit more straightforward. But at the graduate level, sometimes we need some kind of fancy name. So that's the reason why we end up with this verification, validation, and this is one of the reasons. But before we kind of we have the whole semester trying to really go over the details. I just want to mention that this particular class is a little bit different from at least some of the classes, right? Some other classes, they are very good, don't get me wrong, but those classes by its nature do not represent an industry, so to speak. Okay, for example, I don't know, let's say specification, that kind of class, there's no industry behind it, okay? It's a part of the other industry, nothing wrong with that one. But this class actually is, for some reason, better or worse, one class somehow has an industry, the whole industry behind it, okay? And the reason I want to mention that one is most of us are here for professional career, all right? So identifying or understand that where do you make your money is kind of important, all right? I kind of still remember the old movie. As I mentioned, so I kind of remember old movie type of stuff. I still remember in one movie that there is I guess a famous term, where's my money? I don't know, you got too young, you probably haven't seen that. Okay. All right, so it's kind of important to, at least I feel that way. You kind of ask yourself, where's my money? Okay. All right. It turns out that the software testing, there is money behind. All right. How do you know that? Well, it turns out that you look at trade groups. Okay. For example, the software testing industry. In the United States, so we have one or two major trade groups. All right. In Europe, there's another very big one. All right. And I went to not a Euro one because it's too expensive. The colleges say no money. Okay. They don't want to send me there because, you know, a couple $1,000 plus a room and board flights, you know, there, that kind of thing. But I did went to the US one. All right. Well, it's not too far away. Disneyland. Okay. Disneyland Hotel is kind of old style hotel, but it's very classic. You know, I enjoy being there. The registration fee is not cheap, $3,000 for a couple of days. Okay. But anyway, when you go there, you can see, wow, the industry is quite healthy. Why? Because everybody pretty much pay about $4,000 or $5,000. You know, the registration is 3,000 plus. You know, they bring the family or home. You know, the Disneyland couple of days. All paid for by the company, for sure. Okay. And then you look at that, wow, we have $2,000 people over there. Wow. So that means the industry is quite healthy. They are making money. Okay. So that they can afford to send people as a reward to learn the new thing and that kind of thing. Okay. It's their company's that is their water hole, so to speak. Okay. Exchange information, you know, try to see what's going on, the next new trend, that kind of thing. All right. But anyway, so the idea is that there is an industry behind that. Okay. That's one thing I want to mention. Another one is just I want to quote some kind of research. Obviously, there are so many different researches results out there. But anyway, one of them pretty much claimed that one for every $1 spent on software, whatever, okay, there is about 50 cents spent in testing. If you look at them, well, then you say, I don't believe that one, but come on, you look at the life cycle or life length of any kind of software product is quite long. Okay. And do you stop testing after you finish your development? No, you continue to test all the way to the end of the product. All right, even beyond that sometimes. Okay. All right, if you look at the whole lifespan of a software product, then I guess you can accept that kind of number, 50 cents, eventually goes into the software testing. All right. And if you buy into that kind of view, then you say, well, yeah, there's a money in that industry. Okay, there's a money behind this class. I hope that this gives you enough incentive to say, well, maybe I need to do a little bit my own investment. I mean, spending more time, you know, not just to get A in this class, but hey, maybe that investment will pay off. Okay, for my own career, right? And sure enough, you have to realize that most of you probably already noticed that. In this career, you want to wear the hat of, at least initially, hey, I'm a hotshot developer. You know, I developed this fancy software. I know all the new technology, that kind of thing, right? I do encourage you, in some situation, you also want to mention, yes, I'm a good developer, I'm a hotshot developer, you know, high-paid developer, very good, competent developer, but I'm also a very good tester. Okay. I'm a tester. I can do this test management, you know, that kind of thing. All right. So you may want to wear two hats. Okay. And then if you're looking to advance or to change or, you know, to upgrade your career path a little bit, you may want to present or prepare two sets of resumes. One is, hey, I'm very good in developing. Another one is, hey, I'm very good in managing all your testing things. All right. But anyway, so that hopefully in this class you can kind of see, that kind of views. Another thing I want to mention is that in terms of long-term career planning, you probably need to look at a span of 20 years to 30 years. You guys are young. I'm kind of old. Say that one more time. I'm old. I reached the end of my career already. Okay, this is my last leg of my career. Probably 2, 3, 5 years, maybe 3 years. Okay, to go. But in your case, it's different. Your career, remaining career, probably at least 25 to 30 years. Too bad you cannot retire. For you, for your generation, you cannot retire at age of 66 and a half. That's my age, my retirement age. I passed out already, by the way. Okay, yours probably 70 something. Why? Well, everybody knows that the Social Security, there's no money there, right? Okay, so you cannot retire at 65. Well, even I cannot retire at 65, but anyway. All right. So when you look at the career, that it's not just the next 5 years, the next 35 years, right? So in that case, I'm not encouraging everyone to think that way, but some of you need to think that way, okay? If you chase technology all the time, that's good, fine. I chase technology all the time in my life, in my career life. But I kind of feel bad, I'm always on my toes all the time. One time I kind of wonder, well, maybe I should major in math, be a mathematician, learn the calculus. I learned it once and then that's it, all right? You look at the 100 years, the calculus doesn't change much, right? The next 100 years probably still remain the same, right? Okay, but computer science, good luck on that, okay. But anyway, so another view in terms of career planning is, well, if you wear this software developer's hat all the time, you have to upgrade your skill set every five years. The people can see that. What is the next buzzword coming along? Next bandwagon? Oh, AI, right? All right. 5 years from now, who knows? Okay. All right. But anyway, but software testing, still the same. Okay. Why? Because software testing actually deals with people a lot. Actually, majority part of work is deal with people, right? Then we had some kind of short, small talk before the meeting. Okay. I always kind of try to tell people that, hey, software business is not a pure technology business anymore. Software business, in my view, is a people business. If you're good at people, you prosper. Okay. Software business is people business. All right. So in terms of software testing, there's a lot of issues are related to the people in addition to technology stuff. All right. So, and also you have to realize that kind of people skill have a long shelf life. My Python knowledge probably another 5 years, then it's like a bottle of milk. Okay, it's spoiled. Okay, or obsolete, whatever. Okay, but the people skill, the connection you made, the career buddies you establish will go a long way. Okay, so when you consider your career path, think about that way also. And hopefully that in this class, I can kind of deliver that kind of things a little bit to you guys, in addition to technology, all right? So yes, we need to catch up the new technology, the next bandwagon also. But the back of your mind, I kind of encourage you to think a little bit long term. This is the term. All right. So anyway, so that's my general comment on this class. It's a little bit unusual. There is an industry behind that one, and that industry, it seems to me, is healthy. Okay, they have a good profit margin there, and then to make people happy. Okay, you don't want to get into this very slim cutthroat business. Come on, too hard. Okay, all right. So that's the one thing. Another thing I just want to mention that one of the reasons I put everything on the first day of the class is we do have a hands-on heavy stuff there. All right. This hands-on things I select is some kind of a open source ERP system. Okay, that ERP system name is Odoo. ODOO is a fancy name behind that one. Okay, but anyway, it's a European company. They do have a US operation in San Francisco office. But anyway, believe it or not, in the past, we had 3 or 4 people from that company join our MSE, right? Anyway, so one of them shared their little company story with me. It's interesting. Okay. But anyway, that ERP system open source. It's written in Python, and then the backend is Postgres. Postgres, the popular open source database. Backend is Python. The front end is they claim that one is a mini React. Obviously, it's not React, but if you, by the way, they publish all the source code. It's open source, right? So I did spend some time to look at that because I'm curious about their secrets, right? Okay. Yeah, they're open, so they don't mind you look at their secrets. Oh, look at that. Wow, it's really a mini React. Okay. And I found that actually, I don't know how many of you actually dump hours into React, but I try, but it's very time consuming. I look at their mini React. Actually, it's smaller enough. I can use a debugger to step it through. So that's a much easier way to learn things, right? Okay. But anyway, so I learned my React that way. Okay. Learn the mini React and understand the bigger React, the real React. Okay. So that's, and also that ERP system is, I would say, top 10 in this ERP system. Free, totally free. You know that some of the ERPs are very expensive. Okay. SAP, Oracle's, that kind of thing. Oh, so expensive. But this is free. It's open source. You can really see the source code, that kind of thing. So that's the side benefit. I can see from selecting this particular one. It's written in Python, popular technology, Postgres, that popular stuff. All right. So they offer market value. You can put that on your resume. Say, hey, I know this stuff. Okay. But anyway, and then another thing is the source code includes test cases. That's great because in this class, well, you want to see how people perform their testing, right? Okay. Not just this classroom style of testing. We can do that, but on the other hand, it's not realistic. It's far away from the real world. Okay. In this case, that Odoo comes with test cases. Then you can really see how does the real world company do their real world testing. Right? So I can see the benefit that way. That obviously also enhances my own value, right? All right. So the drawback of that one is it is quite time consuming. Okay. All right. Personally, over the years, I probably spend more than 300 hours on it. Okay. Some of you probably have done similar things. Okay. 10 hours, not enough. Then what do? You give up? Or some of you probably will give up. Then another batch of people will try 20 hours, 30 hours, 50 hours, 100 hours. My experience is if you are willing to, I use the word dump, okay, because sometimes you really don't see the return. All right. But on the other hand, if you dump enough hours, you will break through. You will break it. All right. My experience is about 50 hours, then you can see something, then you feel better, because before 50, gee, this is hopeless. All right, after 50 hours, then you have some kind of, hope. After 100 hours, then you say, hey, I'm good at that. Okay. After 200 hours, you say, hey, I'm much better than the rest of you guys. Okay, not because I'm smarter, but I simply look around and say, who has spent 200 hours already? None. I did, so I'm better. Okay. You kind of increase the self-confidence that way, all right? For those of you who goes into some kind of, interviews, body language counts. If you do not believe yourself, the people across the table can see it or can feel you, okay? Then how do you increase your confidence? Well, if you have 200 hours on your belt, you are confident and competent, right? But anyway, that's size story. All right. So that pretty much is the thing. I don't want to go through all the detail because, it takes 15 weeks to do that. I cannot finish that in 20 minutes, all right? But pretty much that's my overview of this whole class. Hopefully you guys, enjoyed that a little bit. If you don't want to spend hours, you say, hey, the software tester testing career is not good for me because yes, there's a stereotype. Hey, if you don't do or don't know software development, you're a tester. Yeah, there is some kind of stereotype over there. But only then, come on, people think that way, nothing you can do. But I just want to mention that even Google, they have some kind of modern job title, SDET. Anyone know what stands for SDET? You want to try? SDET? Yes, exactly. They have that kind of title. Why? Because this is a Scrum stuff. It's the same thing. All right, you have to wear two hats. All right, so you need to know the task, you know the developer, you kind of go back and forth, that kind of thing, right? Or people take turns, okay. All right, but anyway, so don't be bothered by that stereotype. Yes, we do have another low-end sector, though they recruit the high schooler to do this manual testing, just try. Yeah, they pay $20 an hour for that. Yeah, that happens. But the industry does have a big portion of high-end job. All right, and also you have to realize that once you step onto this high-end job, you are into the managerial track. Okay, it has a much better long-term ROI, return on investment, simply because you deal with people, not just technology. All right. Anyway, that concludes my very brief introduction of the whole class. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. If you don't want to spend too much time in that class, I have another good news for you. It's not too hard. It's an easy and hard class, so to speak. You finish all the assignment, you're done. You're perfectly fine. Okay. But if you want to pursue much deeper, there are challenges over there, some kind of grounds over there you can cover, and then you can dig out your goals. All right. Thank you very much. I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you. Okay.
Don't hear you? Let's start doing it.